Hello, people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm glad to be in your faces again. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're my active subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my video. And today, I'm going to be talking about something interesting I found while studying my Bible. What I'm going to be calling today's video is the interrelationship between God, man, and the man's wife. The interrelationship between God, man, and the man's wife. So somebody is like, oh, of course, there's an interrelationship, but do you actually know the interrelationship? Do you know what it is between those three bodies? And so today I'm going to just be sharing with you something that I got to realize. So, who is God? Of course, God is the creator of heaven and earth, God is the creator of humans, God is the major factor in the threefold cord. Right. So that particular verse spoke about how if you find God, you find life and you find favor. And I was like, oh, of course, you find God, right? And then because God is the giver of life, He gives you life in abundance. And then you find favor with God and men. And then taking me back to the verse where He says, a man who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So that means a man finds God, then he has life, then he obtains favor. Now, when he obtains favor from God, of course, he would actually receive so many good things from God. But the difference between him finding a wife, which is a good thing, and then because of his wife, he's going to obtain favor, is that the good things he would find from God, he would receive from God, will actually end at the good thing. I don't think he gets me. A man would find God, he would find life, then he will obtain favor, then he will begin to receive good things from God. But once he receives those good things, they will end there. He will receive houses, receive cars, receive money, receive connections, receive opportunity. But after he is done with those good things, they will end them. But when he gets a wife is a good thing, but it doesn't just end at receiving a wife, which is a good thing. Because of his wife, he's now continue to enjoy favor from God. Not because he's not receiving favor before, not because he's not receiving favor before, but because a wife is a good thing that does not just end with her being a good thing, but now continues with her being the source of favor from God. And that means a man will now begin to receive favor from God in multiple folds. Do you get me? A man will now begin to receive favor from God in multiple ways. It will not just end with him receiving favor from God all by himself, but because he now has a wife, which is a good thing, he will now begin to obtain favor from God double fold. So when I was meditating on this verse, these two verses, it just came to my mind that when you get a wife, a good wife that God gives you, she produces children for you. You see, a car cannot produce children for you. A house cannot produce children for you. Your job cannot produce children for you. But what your wife will produce something that will continue to produce. You see, so a wife is a good thing. Amongst the many good things that God will give you, when God gives you a wife, she will continue to produce more good things for you. That's the difference. The good thing you receive from God personally will end with you. It will end with that particular good thing. But the good thing of a wife will continue. And then you begin to receive good things in multiple fold, favor in double folds. And so I just thought of it though. So when people get married, both men and women, when they get married, and then you begin to see all of these beautiful changes about their life, I never thought that was something so written clearly and indebted in the Bible. I did not know that until I saw these two scriptures. And then I realized that, wow, so this is the difference that when you get married, automatically, once you get married in God's way, automatically your life begins to receive extraordinary blessings. Now, not because you are not receiving blessings before, but because now you have a wife who is the source, who is the carrier, who is the custodian of good things and of favor from God. So here is my word to you today, as a man and as a woman. I'll start from my ladies. As a woman, please make sure that your life is a producer of favor for you first. Because if you are not producing favor, if you are not a good thing yourself, you cannot be a good thing to any man. If you are not giving your life to be a source of blessing for yourself and people around you. When you get married, it will not make any difference. So, because don't forget that the Bible wrote it clearly. The Bible mentioned it clearly that you will find God, you would find life, then you'll be obtaining favor. So it starts with a personal thing before it now becomes a combined thing. So if there's just one person who does not have God, who does not have life, and is not obtaining favor by themselves, when he gets married, it will not cause any difference. Because it is the reason why a woman is a good thing and is a custodian of favor for her husband is because she was favor herself before. So make sure you become a carrier of favor, a carrier of good thing, an embodiment of good thing. Then you can now ascertain that when you get married, you are going to be a giver of favor, a double portion of favor for your husband. And for the men, he was written clearly, not being biased. He said, a man who finds God. So as a man, make sure you find God first. And make sure that when you find God, you allow God give you life. You allow God breathe into you. And then begin to be a carrier of favor. Because same thing for you too. If you are a carrier of favor, or if you are not a carrier of favor, when you get married, it is only your wife that will be bringing favor to the home, and it will not be easy. So be a carrier of favor too as a man. Be a carrier of favor. So that when you now get married, it will become a double portion. It will not be a one-sided favor. It will be a two-sided favor. Actually, when you get married, it becomes one. But it has to be like a one and one, then it becomes a one favor in the face of God. I hope you understand me. So as a man, even as a woman, find God, find life, then you begin to obtain favor from God. And when you get married, your wife becomes a good thing. You become a good thing to your husband. Your wife begins to be the cause of double favor. You as a wife, you now become the giver of favor to your husband and to your household. I hope with this I've brought to your understanding the interrelationship, not just because God created man and created woman and God created marriage, that man or woman should marry, but because you have an understanding that God, man, and his wife are very important to themselves. And that's why the Bible says that a threefold cord is not easily broken. The man, his wife, and God, bread and butter inside. And then you now begin to produce results that you cannot produce when you are single. I hope that this video has blessed you. If it has, don't forget to comment. Share for people that you believe they need this kind of video. Don't forget to subscribe. That is very important. Let's keep building a family. Until I come back your way again, keep praying, keep believing. God is going to answer all of your prayers. I love you. Bye.